Okay, good evening, everybody. Tonight we have a Division 2 match between Madness and Redneck Kebaps. Both teams which I've cast before, but I've brought someone smarter than me to give some analysis. Today I am being joined by a good friend of mine, Halcyon.
Hello, hello.
Back in the day, very famous Division 1 player, finalist even, so looking forward to hearing what I have to say. We are just about ready to get started for game number 1, so throw over to the map pick and ban. Redneck Kebabs picking the first map, taking us to Battlefield of Eternity. Banning away Volskaya and Towers of Doom. Sorry, that is... Yep. And then Tomb of Spider Queen. And... Sorry, Dragonshire, banned by Redneck Kebabs. Towers and Volskaya, banned by Madness.
I think I played against Madness last year in some scrims, and they used to do very good on BOE. They were mostly trying to play Diablo main tank, but what plans do they have for today?
Well, they normally like playing Mephisto, I know, but on Battlefield Eternity that could be a little bit strange. First bans are Garrosh and Genji for the teams.
Wow, ban.
What do you think is best first pick on this map if everything was open? There's the Mephisto ban, but I'm a little surprised we do it on here, but it's understandable. There's Li Ming, there's Hanzo, there's tanks.
I think you cannot really commit too early to that playstyle because it gets easily countered. If you go for all the poke, then...
I mean, Figs would just pick Veigar, right, and go Bloodlust.
Sylvanas seems like the choice. I think... Oh, instantly answered by White Man. I think it's a very underrated hero.
Not many people play it. Do you think it's just because White Main is difficult or just not exciting for the player?
I think it just requires your whole team to understand how you should be playing around it, and there is some practice needed to get the most out of the hero.
Definitely true. Seeing now from Madness, Urel as well as Tarondo, another healer you don't see much, but I know Shinato does enjoy Tarondo.
I think on this map is good, it gives you a lot of race, you can scout with the W, hammer ban. I'm expecting to see a tank ban here, or offlane.
Could be offlane because Madness of course still need to pick their own tank as well. Looking for presumably something with nice setup for the Tarondo stun.
Okay, Diablo ban. Against White Man, usually what is good is displacement, which is Ireo, and silence, which is Sylvanas.
Just to stop her doing the W, or?
Yes, it just gives you some time to kill in the chaos, basically. Because if it's a structured fight and front to back, it is quite hard to out damage the healing.
Definitely can be true. Seeing now Redneck Kebaps, Murder and Sonya looking in their front line. Toronto has low mobility, so I don't mind them diving on top of her like this.
Cassia and Varian. I don't think Varian is a good choice into
Into white main or into their team comp as a whole?
the team comp as a whole. But let's see, they have the follow-up with the Tyran stun, so
Okay, well, let's explain it. Okay, Junkrat last pick. What's bad about Varian and into their team comp? Because
well, the only hero you will reach and taunt is basically Muradin, and that's not the target you can just 100 to 0 even in
That's
stun
true.
and follow up. And I think so. Varian and Cassia on the same team, it's I think a bit of anti-synergy because Cassia doesn't really need the taunt to do damage, right? She can auto Q from far. Like if the target is stunned, she doesn't really gain that much more damage on stun target. Like it's not like
That's
a
true.
Jaina where you drop a blizzard and you guarantee the blizzard by CC.
Yep.
So
We'll see what they can do. I'm guessing it's to just set for Luna Flare, right? But in any case, getting into now game number 1. On the blue team is Madness. Razhag will be playing Sylvanas, Protoss Vank playing Cassia, Chinato playing Tyrande, Not Prepared playing Urel, and Vitas is Vadivarian. On the right hand side is the Redneck Kebaps, Darkov playing the white main, Buckhorn playing Hanzo, Bjorn playing Sonya, Vigi playing Murden, and Apex will be Junkrat.
one thing I don't like about red team's draft is that they don't have much random damage. How I like to think about it. Like you have to hit a
They're playing on
spell.
to Sonya. My main staying alive for the time being. Luna Flare onto Murder. Razak taking damage down to about 300, living for now. Everyone's up on the top lane except Apex. Anyway, as you're saying.
That's it. They don't have enough random damage.
Cassia.
You have to hit Cassia dead. First bot. Does it exist in HOTS as a concept? First bot.
Well, the announcer says first blood at least, but that's pretty good, I think, for the Redneck Kebabs. There was a 5v4. Apex was clearing the waves in bot lane, but still able to find the kill. Now they're just waiting around for that top camp by the looks of things.
They predicted the lane where Sylvanas will be, and ooh, Junkrat in trouble.
Apex. Caution mine, perhaps not where you planned it to be, sending back to the middle of the lane. Going to go down, and now bottom camp started off by Madness.
Okay, some rotations to bot camp, but they won't be on time to contest it. Probably defend after. Let's see how much Sylvanas can get with camp.
We do see it's the auto attack Hanzo Redemption at level 1, not going for Scatter Arrow.
I think Hanzo will have a really hard time this game delivering damage in general against Hero, Varian. Those are not heroes that you can stay in range of and be safe.
They also just have good damage reduction. Urel with Dauntless at level 1, and then Varian with the parries as well. We see now the team's moving onto their Bruiser camp. Going to be quite comfortably in time for this objective, which is nice to see.
Let's see if they choose to split push with Sylvanas or defend. I think it's a good time to split push in the first phase.
Currently seeing Elven in the bot lane. Vita's going in towards the group, but it's going to be Pulse Fang, Jump Stormbolt not connecting. Seeing now just defensive by both teams on these camps. Going in once again onto Cassia, Protoss Flank taking damage and it will just go down. Shinata not able to heal up in time. Here comes Bjorn, finds a spear onto Sylvanas. Razhag will be the second kill there.
Looks like red team will win. At least the first part of the race. Varian in trouble.
Yeah, 1v5, not going to survive that one. Not prepared, comes down to try and help, but model already, as you say, halfway complete. Now in the race position. Hanzo finished already the redemption stacking, so can do quite a lot of damage to this thing.
Will they be able to reach level 7 for the push? It can be a lot of value if they manage to get the talent tier advantage as well as the objective.
Could be doable. Bjorn just needs to be a bit careful, as there's two in the area down here. Seeing now taunt on Hanzo, going to jump away. Yeah, we see the taunt plays already from Manus. Going now onto Cassia. There's the Illusion's Chosen, trying to heal up, and it's not quite enough. Whitemane pretty good at helping the target of these. Hang on, Mojan jumping in. Gotta get taunted underneath the 4-tier Vigi, taking a lot of damage. Going to survive, but Razhag once again going to fall.
I don't think there is any potential for blue team to get something in a 3v3 where Whitemane is involved. They just don't have enough damage to...
She just gives so much healing to the single targets when they go for these bursty plays. It's a really nice choice against the Manus team comp, I think.
I think after level 10 with the silence, and also let's see if Valkyrie will be chosen, because usually it's another displacement that can win you the fight.
So Varnus now rooted up by Junkrat, just going to go down. I think face checking there and walk straight into the root. In the meantime, Protoss Flank getting that top lane camp for Manus, but they're just happy to push in the moment. Redneck Kebaps, they have already the wall down. It's just Varian trying to defend. He's not very good at it. Here comes Torondo, also not very good at clearing out these minions in the camp.
The fort survives. Not a bad result. We see another taunt. We know that it's not going to account.
Things will get better for them maybe with the level 10s though. Then they actually have the tools to do the burst. But then Whitemane ultimates could be a problem for them.
Looks like they will be losing the first phase because of the level disadvantage.
What ultimate do you think Whitemane's going to take here?
The one that does damage, of course.
Oh,
what else?
We don't get that. There's 40 armor. Scarlet Aegis going to be chosen here. Now Razhag going to take the Haunting Wave, but Veggie's already waiting for it on the other side. Once again going to be taken out. Had a bit of a rough start to this game, to be honest.
I have to say I like the way the Muradin player is performing so far. A lot of very good positioning and stunts. And also, he's a Haymaker.
Yes, so we might see some more plays. Could be very nice to get a Haymaker on, especially the Tyrande. Not really much that the side of Madness can do if Tyrande gets knocked into the enemy team. Now Vigi going to walk into Varian. How much damage is this Murder going to take? Actually taking quite a bit. There's the Scarlet Aegis. Valkyrie now onto Whitemane. Not pulled though fully. Terrain time to save his Dragon Arrow. Now Reptile on top of it. There's the leap. Varian first to go down. Can we get more absorption from not prepared living for the time being? Razhag going to get away. Murden has the Storm Bolt available. Finding only Cassia. Not prepared. Leading on a bit of a chase. Kill for Redneck Kebaps.
The way this fight developed, of course, Avatar would have been better pick, because they can only go on Muradin in this draft, right? There is no other target, but I don't want to say that Haymaker is bad because it's a lot more exciting, for sure.
I mean, all it takes is for them to get one Haymaker and then it's worth it, right? Seeing now, 4 appear for the defense, Yrel left bottom. Sonya's making the rotation. Fort almost certainly just gone. Stun onto Razhag. There's the Haymaker, but hits Varian.
Sonya has leap.
Taunt under the tower. Lunar Flare. Shinato, maybe the target. Leap on. There's the Dragonite as well. Valkyrie not really going to do much to help. Already to under down Vita's Varian. Next to go. Ty not doing much, but it's 2 kills anyway. And now Keep is under trouble.
Jump in. Stun, but he doesn't have the Haymaker yet.
It's there in just a few seconds though.
I think the keep is dead.
See, I'm not prepared jumping in. We're gonna see a Haymaker. Cassia maybe the target here. Stunned. Haymaker away. Separate from the team. Gonna go down. Scarlet Aegis keeping the rest of the Redneck Kebaps alive. Keep. It's pretty close, but it will survive for now.
What are the positives for blue team? Do they have any strong talents that can turn the fights after 16? Yes, Varian, the banner and Yrel minus armor on 16 can help with the burst.
Yeah, definitely the Yrel armor reduction is the only thing they have to help their burst, right? Like Sylvanas gets mobility and safety. Cassia martial law, I'm assuming it will be, isn't that much in the way of burst.
I think the ideal fight for them...
Oh, hang on, Dragon Arrow. Sylvanas, Razhag in trouble. There's the leap on top of it. Can he stay alive? Tyrande doing quite a bit, actually. Sonya the first one down. There's the Valkyrie play onto the white main, trying to heal up. So many heals, but out of mana now and will go down. Yrel traded in return, but 2 for 1 in favor of Madness. Now Protoss getting aggressive. There's no healer available. Vitas has the taunt available, looking for Apex maybe, but not able to find it. We will get the top fort from all this.
If it's Storm Leak, we will be typing easy comeback, guys. But let's see.
Wailing Arrow, not finding anything there. Razhag. Illusion Chosen healing quite a bit for the time being. Vigi jumping in with the slow. Cassia, a lot of damage there actually. Wellcorn nearly falling. And actually, Shinato is doing quite a bit of work with the Tyrande. I was sure that Razhag would go down in that previous fight, but able to just heal through it.
As we mentioned,
Hang on,
the red
leap,
team...
Dragon Arrow, onto backline again. Bjorn finds 1. Make that 2. Just the engage is so strong from this red team composition.
It is also very easy to execute, right? You leave on target and you follow with arrow and...
Yeah, normally when you start at like one of the... well, it applies to Division 1 as well, but when you're starting off as a team, you just play these sorts of block compositions. It's not prepared, going to use the altars to not get blown up. Now they're contesting for the point, but camp will go over to them. When you're starting off, and you can't do these fancy playstyles, it is easy to just press your buttons on the same person, right? And it works quite well.
Yeah, they don't have much of disruption. Once the combo starts, no one can really stop it, right? Maybe Yrel can knock back
You just have
some follow-up, but...
Yrel, Hammer and Varian taunts, but it's not great. Now with a talent advantage and half health Immortal, gonna be pushing in on the bottom side. Not prepared, really wants to get this extra wave up here for level 16. Jumping onto the camp at the moment. Gonna be quite late though for this defense. They might just be playing to defend the core here with 16.
I will make a prediction that the game will end here.
Alright, let's see it. Razhag going to get Haymaker then. Taken out. Makes it quite a bit more likely Pearl's Fang not getting knocked by Junkrat at least, but with only Cassia damage, how are you going to stop this push? Urel's still pushing to get level 16. Needs to recall before they lose the game here. Now, Veggie underneath. There's the leap on top of Shinato, just going to... Actually, Shadowstalk staying alive. It'll be Sonya that falls. And there's the Valkyrie on top of Whitemane. But do they have a damage to kill it? Darkov healing up for the time being. Veggie making space. It's a 4v4 now. Razhag going to respawn soon. They could hold on here.
Hero is behind.
Knocking with the hammer. Now everyone turning on to not prepared. Going to jump in once again. Darkov could be the target. Just going to root up for the time being and go down. Lunar Flare onto 2. The arrow finishing off Junkrat. They're still chasing down. Wellcorn may be in trouble, but they will survive.
On the core.
That's 40% more than you thought they would, so I suppose in that sense, good outcome. They got the kills as well, so they've evened up the XP actually, have a side of madness. Made it to their 16 towns. So it's actually the Stormwind banner from Varian, maybe just to try and help people avoid the blow up, but move speed doesn't help when you're already stunned, right?
Might be the first time I've seen this talent selected.
I mean, everyone goes for the spell power, right, normally?
Yes, it is very strong because it doesn't matter if you're a healer or DPS, it helps everyone, so...
Here comes the next Dragon Arrow, Razhag, here we go, we've seen this one before, Haymaker in the team, but this time Will Forsaken is available, running for his life is the Sylvanas, first Haunting Grave, second one available. Vigi not happy, that's another jump, not connecting with the Stormbolt, Riptire gonna be given up on, and they do get out of it actually.
Hero is on the way, could have a potential flank here.
Jump will be used.
Doesn't look like anyone will be committing.
Now level 20 talents, what do you think happens if the game goes that long? We do get the very powerful Varian heal amp, so maybe that's enough to turn the game.
We don't know if it will be selected, maybe he has other ideas.
I mean, you say you Stormwind banners there. I think not seeing banner upgrade to 20 is even more rare.
Maybe they will just get arrowed and leaped on and...
Rados flank. Spear. Living for the time being, but there's some damage. Dragon Arrow going to be cleansed by Tyrande. We see the silence as well. Not really getting much though from his cooldowns as either team.
Let's see how fast red team will choose to play this. I think they're not in a hurry, but they're walking slowly.
Not prepared on a little bit of a flank here. Sonya going to leave that bush, and they are just slowly but sieging it down. Now, Camp is pushing the top lane for Madness. Eventually that's going to need to be answered, but it's going to be beforehand. Looking for the Sylvanas, not able to do so. Shadowstalk buying some time. There is the Valkyrie. Sonya split from the team. Razhag very low health, but tries to trade for one at least. Now Vigi trying to jump in and make some space. Start onto 2, getting quite low is the Severian. Knocked away, Protoss flank. Absorption from Urel. For everyone alive for the time being.
I think 4v4 should favor the Whitemane team. Always.
Currently Apex though splitting off to clear the top camp, now looking to return. Shinato could be the target here. Going to do a little bit of a juke around, but Bjorn waiting, finds that spear. Still living though as this Tyrande, they don't have any damage with this Junkrat. So chasing Vigi, just gotta do it yourself I suppose. Now Haymaker onto Urel, not getting over the wall, but now about the healer, this is surely going the way of the Rednecks.
I think this will be game.
Now over the wall, looking for more, not prepared. There's the rewind, not even needed. Murden blocking that kill. So another stagger death is quite nice for them. Wellcorn respawning, going to deal with top lane. Level 20's now in for Kebaps. Razhag trying to make a bit of a play, but everyone fine. Now here's the Dragon Arrow. Razhag, you are magnet for these things, buddy. Goes down once again.
Hanzo finishing race for Red Team. 8 deaths. I did not really notice.
Just been
when
the
they
target
had-
of all the plays, I think. Many of the Dragon Arrows and Haymakers have been on Razhag. In any case, it'll be Immortal spawning in the top lane. Kebaps making some space, ensuring that no damage goes onto it beforehand, but with Savannah State it's pretty safe anyway. 40% on the core and then 1 health keep. This'll be a miracle if they can hold on to it. It might not even be possible with all 5 heroes DC right now.
Maybe Muradin will decide to jump in before.
Seeing the
what?
flank, Taunt will be jumped away from. Level 20 White Mane. Very good healing though. Now, can they do anything in return here? Everyone's at full health on the Kebaps. Immortal hitting the core. There's a bit of a fight at the moment. Dragon out not hitting the backline though this time. There's the tire only going on Varian. They can witness the side of madness. Darkov taking damage. Haymaker to knock the Varian away, but none of this really matters because the core is already down.
GG.
Redneck Kebaps going to take the lead in the series.
Very impressive Muradin gameplay, I would say.
And you're doubting the Haymaker pick a bit there, but got some nice plays onto the backlines there of the side of Madness. Poor Razhag. Quite an unlucky game to be honest, with getting 8 deaths. We saw later on in the game with the Shadowstalk, with the Unstoppable 16, able to survive some of the plays, but still able to get focused down for the most part.
I think Sylvanas was mostly at the right lane to get value, but the Kebaps were reacting like in the right way and shutting down any possibility to get forts for free or. I'm not sure about the draft. What do you think is
I mean, I think we saw how much easier it is for the Kebaps to win these team fights. It's basically just, can they kill someone versus can Madness try and survive the burst? They can't do much as proactive, it seemed, at all that game.
And from the heroes that were selected, it looked like it will be the opposite, right? That Madness will be going in with the variant taunt, with the follow from Tyrant and try to one-shot. And if they don't one-shot, they lose after. But somehow it was the opposite. I think the range advantage was obviously massive for Hanzo Junkrat against Sylvanas and Cassia, which I think made the fights a lot easier for Kebaps.
Yep. Okay, now at the second map pick, this time Madness, after losing game number 1, are going to opt for the map pick. They will be bringing us to Alterac Pass. Just while some time before the players get in, you thought the Varian was a bit out of theme. What do you think could have been an option then for the Madness to finish out their team comp?
Well, I'm not even sure. At that point, they had Sylvanas hero
and
Tyrant,
Tyrande,
right?
yeah.
And they had 2 picks left. I think against Muradin, something like ETC could be very nice.
That's true.
The W interrupts the jump. Like in this game, Muradin was jumping in using Q and haymakering without any retaliation, no disruption, and no way to be stopped, basically.
I mean, they can use variant tools, but then they don't really have anything, right, to counterattack with. Yeah, ETC could have been an option, and then I felt like Cassia Sylvanas as the damage combo, that they couldn't really do much damage to the mode. And there was one fight where they nearly bursted him out, but didn't see that reproduced. In any case, draft number 2 starting up now. They will absolutely play Mephisto. Now, Not Prepared has previously played Illidan on this map. Could be quite exciting for us to see.
Maybe I'm reading into this map pick a bit too much, but they might have felt disadvantage in the team fights, in the mechanics department, or so maybe they're going for a macro strategy this time.
Well, looking at their map picks, Tumor Spider Queen picked twice their most picked, but banned away by the Kebaps, and then the only other maps they've picked are Ultrek and Infernal Shrine, so they do have a history, I suppose, of going to this map. We do see Mephisto ban as always against Razhag, and then we saw with the Elden last time they played Ultrek, it was with Genji as well, just able to continually kill the side laners of their other opponents, so nice scouting here by the Kebaps.
Is there a possibility for Avatar or Vikings from one of these teams?
I couldn't really say. It feels like Vikings is a hero that Team Mana should play based on what else they do, but I don't think we've seen it yet. Apex gonna go straight into Junkrat. Definitely one of the stronger heroes on this map, able to do the null camp so quickly as well as control the objective spawn.
Gregor Johanna, it's a solid start.
In terms of team comps for Ultrek Pass, how much do you like seeing 2 bruisers on this map that can just hold down the side lanes while you have a player of 3-man, as opposed to having a more traditional 4-man plus an offlaner?
I think a hero like Hogar is very good in one of the DPS slots, but it was banned by Madness, so I don't think we're likely to see 2 bruisers, even if it's good.
Could it be Johanna offlane?
I don't think that not prepared is a Johanna player. I've seen him play Irel and Illidan, as you said, mostly. I think against Zarya Garrosh, Illidan will not be an option, so we're probably going to see...
I'm guessing Blaze is going to come out here. What do you think of this, by the way? It's Zarya Garrosh, which is a tried and true combo, but then Junkrat as the other damage. Do they have enough to get kills?
I don't think they have enough. Samuro, Phoenix. I like the Samuro. I think against Zarya Garrosh, your best answer is to answer with a very mobile a hero that can split push the side lanes.
Well, they picked 2 of them. You can kind of do that on Phoenix as well, right? But it's a bit risky as compared to the Samurai, but to be fair, everything is more dangerous than Samurai.
White main Zoo. Okay, so if I'm Madness now, yes. I would have said I pick a global and I avoid any fights.
Just
and
play to split push.
Falstad,
Makes sense.
yes, and Falstad will make sure that the Zoo is not free to rotate, because Zoo as a hero, obviously he wants to go from lane to lane, and the only way to stop him from getting value like that is to interrupt on rotations.
Quite strong, of course, for fighting in the lane with all the summons, but pretty useless on his own in a 1v1 outside of the lane, so you can definitely do work with Falstad. do like the pick, and I wonder how this is going to go for the Kebaps. They have a very unusual, I'd say, team comp compared to the traditional meta. In any case, game number 2. On the left side, it is Madness, currently trailing in the series. Not Prepared playing Samuro, Razhag playing Phoenix, Vitas playing Johanna, Shinata playing Rhaegar, and Protoss Frank playing Falstad. On the right hand side, Redneck Kebaps, Bjorn playing Zarya, Apex playing Junkrat, Darkov playing White Main, Welcome playing Zul, and Vigi will be Garrosh.
I will predict a win for Madness, so we can have a game 3. And
You
I
also like
say
their team comp too, right?
it will be fast at winning the game with August. Let's see.
I mean, it's quite likely when you're Falstad, so I won't dispute that one bit. No. You're a Samurai enjoyer, are you? What do you think of this play? I don't even know what exactly happened there, but it looks like he was trying to proxy the wave and got caught.
It looks like he hit the tower twice, but
He was walking. Oh, concussion might have done it. You're right.
Yes, I think he got booped. How likely are we to see war built from Razhak?
I think it's. I mean, I would say it's quite likely, but normally you take the mobile offense level 1 when you go for it. I also think Razhak normally actually likes picking mobile offense. I'm surprised to see Arsenal synergy here. To my knowledge, he is a very big warp build Phoenix player. We do see at the moment doing the weapon swapping for that marginally increased damage. Nice to see from our Phoenix players. And the other side, Apex just now finishing the camp, so it's about a 6-second lead in favor of Madness.
Pairing up Zarya with the Zoo and not with the Garrosh, I think it makes a lot of sense with the game, right?
I mean, the Samurai can't really do much to... If Zul's allowed to stay in one lane, he can push quite well into the Samurai, so it's understandable. And then just Vigi kind of AFK is what I would say, but apparently must have gone to throw or something on Falstad because he has to recall now.
Well, he hasn't used the fly, so he will be back. I would like for him to go to top lane now, because we already know objective will be bot, so it will make sense for the global to be top. And also, I don't think you want to have Samura against Zoo. It is just not a very good matchup.
No, there's not really much you can do as the Samurai here, right? Just even fighting Zul's yet alone dealing with the skeletons. And then there's also Bjorn coming up to assist with the pushes as well.
I think ideally you want Johanna against Zoo and Samuro running around doing stuff where he's allowed to hit minions and structures.
How important do you think the camp being faster for Madness is going to be? Because they started this one about 6 seconds faster. They're already done with it. Are they going to get pushed here, do you think? Welcorn having to recall now.
It is a bit hard against the Junkrat and Garrosh to get something going, right? Garrosh is on bot again, but yeah, I think the Junkrat is enough to defend almost even solo.
Looks like they're not going for it at all.
A slight experience lead for Madness. Some interesting talents on Garrosh. He didn't go the unstop. It makes sense with Zarya, of course. And also there is not much crowd control from Madness. It's only the Johanna, we assume.
Nice body blocking there to draw out the Iron Skin. Going to see the kill on top lane. Razhak moving up to help out Not Prepared, and now they've got a nice push going here. Have the side of Madness. No one anywhere close to answering it.
We expected Falstad to be doing this, but it seems like Phoenix.
I mean, he has
He's
more
taking
damage,
that
so better able to get rid of the Zul. They will get a top wall forward, so it's a nice play by Madness. And we do see the more standard build from Phoenix. That's target acquired level 4, and then divert power to weapons level 7. No warfare this game. Maybe it's just not worth it against Zul, having the attack speed slow.
We see the camp again earlier from Madness. Some nice push by Falstad on bot. I think around level 7 is where the Garrosh will not be able to answer Falstad on his own.
Secret weapon offering a lot of damage, and as soon as he tries to leave and help the team, Vigi, it's just Protoss Flank moving on to the keep. So we are seeing a nice macro play so far by the side of Madness. We are going to be first to level 10 as well, and I mean, it's going to be difficult for them to get this objective because of how much poke there is from the Kebaps. Seeing now, Welcome moving in. Iron Skin is available, so I'm not expecting a play here. There's the ult from the Razak. They're looking for a kill on Junker. There's a shield there as well, but White Mane has enough healing. Now, could see a foe here, but Vita's no Iron Skin this time will be rooted and killed.
I don't think they should be fighting. They were doing so well by just avoiding enemies and getting sideline push. Okay, another try by Raz.
Shade used by Welcome, not going to have that one for a bit. There's 3 people now top lane, they're just giving up on this objective it looks like. And they will get the top 4 from it. Skeletal Mages not going to stop this at all.
Skeletal Mages is a very portable talent, I would say, but I think
I guess he thinks
nice
that against Samurai, who can just cleanse the poison over, there's no value from it. Now there's the Gust, and underneath the fortress could be really good for Madness. Target is a White Mane who goes down, and Vigi has the shield but won't do anything. There's the Zarya, but Ancestral Healing won't go off actually. Apex getting that one in time, not prepared, placed them on the backline. Already everyone going down, Apex trying to run. Welcome the last survivor here. Razhag going to kill him, and it's all 5 dead for the side of the Kebaps all of a sudden.
very ambitious invade.
I just heard you caught a nice invade before.
Yes, it looked like they would get to the camp and get out, but then after the gust, they were in the no man's land between 2 forts, a keep and a fort, basically, in enemy base almost. And, well, this was the first game win by Gust.
I mean, you're already correct, man. They basically, I mean, at full 2 levels lead now, the first objective, I mean, it didn't even get a wall. Now they're fighting again in the mid lane. Arsenal synergy from Razhag, and there's the ultimate as well. Healing through it though are the side of Kebaps. We see now Protoss Flank flying in. Everyone okay for time being. Now Vigi looking for more decimating. Gust will be used by Falstad.
I think it will be very hard for Red Team to return to even from this position, given that they would just get
well, they're going to try a boss to deal with it. Not prepared, moving to the top lane. Gust isn't available for them either, so Madness might just concede this one. They don't need a risk if they're still 2 levels ahead, but moving in anyway. Protoss Flank on the backline. Vigi actually taking so much damage, now needs to get the hell out of there, and they can win this fight for the point. Throw on a Welcome to safety. Reptile, going to do some damage, but it's not enough. kill on Razhag first one. Ancestral healing going to keep Johanna alive. There's actually a Scar Aegis from White Mane, and everyone's just about alive in one health, so we need to do damage. Boss will be taken by Kebaps. Now, how many kills will there be from this? Shinato chasing down with Junkrat, but White Mane has the healing. There's Zarya shielding too. Vigi just fighting with everyone at the moment, going to be taken out. Shinato escaping somehow on Rhaegar, so it's 2 Qs for Till, but the boss goes over to the Kebaps.
What an exciting fight this was. I wasn't sure who will win, like even after it was over.
I mean, there were so many people that were low.
I'm not sure why Madness risked that much, because I think from Red Team it's mandatory boss. They have to force a fight because otherwise they will get walked around the map by Falsat Samuro, so it will be very hard to come back. They forced, and then it looked very bad at the beginning when the Garrosh was getting low, the boss was not dying, and eventually I guess there was a very good
But go for it again. They're starting with top boss. Madness in the middle of a moment.
I think Madness should be staying
They're going to get the mid forts.
middle.
Yep, I do agree with this one. That fort gonna get completely destroyed. No one will arrive in time, and then maybe just Falstad defends, or even no one. We see Razhag being the one to move, as they're moving their way towards the bottom keep. Level 16s are here now for Madness. We do see the blessed momentum from Johanna, just wants to smack people.
Looks
Vigi
like
moving
there will
in
be a
very
fight.
fast here, Scoush. Gust. But Junkrat will be the target, blessed shield, and destroyed by Samuro. Here's the skeleton mages. Johanna thrown over the wall and going the wrong way, so they will get Vitas at least.
I think Magnus can just rinse and repeat his exact strategy. Samuro go to a lane, Fastat near him, and there is really no way for the Kebaps to answer this. If something bad happens, they gust and leave. Otherwise, Red Team is losing structures to Samuro.
Showing on vision is the Falstad actually standing close enough to the wall. I wonder if
It
this
looks
is
like some.
could have been
it's a
DC.
BM. No, it's a BM, I think.
Level 16's now hits, and Shinato way too far forward. There's the throw by Garrosh, and going to go down. Apex taken low. Good use with Reptile to try and peel for himself, but they still get the Rhaegar kill.
Ironically, I think this will force the blue team to use the correct strategy now and not fight.
Well, they are going to find a pick on the Zulver Wellcorn going down. Now it's a 4v4.
I think Johanna should interrupt, and Falstad and Samuro and Phoenix, they should hit lanes. And buildings.
Exactly what we see, just pushing an all three into the moment. They need to be careful not to get caught here. Gauch not getting the throw there on Razhag. Vigi still in the area, but the keep's taken half his health, and mid keeps lost towards well. Now Falstad really wants to go for this. Gonna get rooted there by Darko. Vigi probably gonna look for the throw after this. There's the decimate. No iron skin remaining for Johanna. Do they have a damage though? Gust will be used. Throwing in. There's the Graviton. They really want to get this Johanna kill, and get they will, but at what cost?
What we are seeing is that every time a hero on blue team dies, they get so much value that the 4 and 5 man rotations from the Kebaps are not really working out.
Well, they're looking for another one, as here we go again. Razhag taking damage, actually living for the time being. Apex not finding the last effect. There's the Reptile though, but Zarya gets the kill first. Now not prepared is being hit. Mid bottom keep rather is gone though at the cost of all this. Can we at least get the Samuro? The answer is no.
Level 20 on respawn. for blue teams or red teams should...
Oh, Frank. Gust's gonna get rooted there, but flew through the trap instead. Now
3
still in
seconds.
trouble. Gust will keep him alive. I've not seen that one before, flying into a Junkrat trap, but because you're still mid-air, you're not rooted by it.
I won't pretend that I knew how that works.
I mean, I thought he was just gonna die there when he went over the trap, but I guess it makes sense he can't get randomly stopped like that. In any case, level 20s for Madness, Cavalry for Kebaps. What can we get with this, if anything? We're still a full level away from 20.
Maybe 1/4. Maybe not even... Ah, well, the top 4 is very low, so they will get that.
Hang on,
And
they're
I
trying to
think-
catch a rotate here.
Johanna
Spotted.
Scout, 5-man E. Very satisfying.
Gonna top the damage shots after that one. We do have not prepared clearing bottom cavalry, so this is a 4v5.
We have level 20 Gus. Very ambitious by red team to be here this far out on the map. Oh, Junkrat mine?
There's Wind Tunnel trying to get healed up by Zari, but will go down. Bjorn now could be the next target. Taking a bit of damage. Not prepared is here, and so Whitemane might also be in trouble. Razak not connecting with a plasma cutter, so Turtle's Fang jumping in, but no one is there to help these members. Speed boost from Zarya to get the Whitemane out, but Bjorn is going to go down. Not seeing into the fray from the Garrosh player.
Are they going for mid keep or for end? Or for both? It looks like it will be mid keep first and then end.
Yep, want to get rid of the armor on the core, of course, and now going to move their way in. 20 seconds till Junkrat, 35 to Zarya, she's not going to be alive first. How much can they do to this core? The answer is quite a bit with AA Falstad and the Samuro, and also Phoenix as well. And there's not really much damage, it's just Zul trying to do what he can, but he doesn't do a lot on his own. Down to 10,000, there's the Wind Tunnel. Core resetting though, in goes Zul once again, going to be living for the time being, it looks like, and Junkrat has returned. Can they get kills here? Samurai goes down, but the core goes first.
GG.
And I think we're both much happier with what Reside and Madness did in that game. Nice game plan and quite well executed as well. And we see just how strong it is. Even though they were dying left, right and centre, and on paper it looks quite bad for them, they're winning every time we see the collapse onto one of their members.
Yes, I think this style of draft and play from Rednecks only works on the small maps. And this was a Madness map, so I think for next, Rednecks has the option to pick, and they should get map and go to a small map.
Right, so
So they
remaining
can-
maps are Garden, Shrines, Sky Temple, Cursed and Braxis.
I think Braxis might be good for them. They showed that they play the Garrosh Zarya. It is obviously very strong on Braxis. We know that we assume that Madness doesn't really play the Garrosh. Oh, it is Shrines. I think it was a Madness selection, right?
Give me one moment. And looking now, you are right. It is going to be the side of Madness that pick Inferno Shrines, as the Kebaps opt for the first pick after that loss.
What heroes that we saw already? I think we should expect to see the Junkrat from Rednecks again.
Well, Mephisto, well, I'm just going to assume they're going to ban Mephisto. They did it even on some of his less powerful maps, and Inferno is by far his best map. Apparently I'm in the game, so I think they might want to fix that in the lobby, but then we should be ready for game number 3. What do you think we'll see here?
I think on this map, Johanna very high priority, very strong on the shrine. Maybe Leoric or Blaze will show up, and then from the DPS, I think the Junkrat will be contested, and maybe Sylvanas again for Ras. And from the healer pool, I think we are seeing white main again, unless it's banned. It seems like the player likes it and the team likes to play with it, so there is no reason to not.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense that one. Looking at their match history, they have, before this series, they had 4 games with white main and won 3 of them, so definitely a healer that Kebaps are confident to play. We've seen also from them Deckard, Oriole, Rhaegar, and 1 Lily game this season.
From Madness.
This is for Kebaps.
Okay, because I know that Shinato is a Lily enjoyer.
I'm not seeing it just yet this season, at least from the side of Madness.
I think the only healer that can really match white male impact in these front to back fights is maybe if they go Alex on this map, it can be hard for white men to really press a button and win the shrine, right? So when it comes to the healer role, I think Alex is the most impact you can have on this map.
Of course, you then do stunt your team comp if you're playing a healer with no stuns or anything, so we'll need to see what they want to do about that one.
I think Faustat again might be an option for Frank. I think he did really well last game.
Yeah, got some nice kills, was good map awareness to any time he had a chance to just go and split push, and then some good gust plays to save the team and also to set up some plays.
I think we just have to go back to that fight and the invade on the easy camp. I think
that was the turning point of the game, definitely. But even before then, you could say that Madness were still executing their split push style, but certainly after you get 5 men wiped to throw away your objective, it's hard to recover. I think we're waiting for one last player to be ready, and then we should be underway. Alright, ban predictions. Well, Mephisto will definitely be one for Kebaps. You think it's going to be a white main ban, don't you?
I sure hope so, because I think in the fights, well, in every normal fight, they didn't really win, right? They only won when they got a single hero, like on the side lane, or...
That's true, there are lots of pickoffs.
And I think on this map, you will be forced to play the objective at some point. And also the map is not as big as Outer X, so you cannot really split push your way to victory, basically.
Trying to think about what else we had that was exciting. I don't think we're going to see Garrosh Zarya make a return. I don't mind the idea, but I think for heroes that was paired with, they don't really have the means to get kills.
Yes, it was basically Junkrat single.
I mean, it was Junkrat and Zul, which isn't great for your only DPSs.
Maybe Zoo will make a return on Shrines.
Could do. But, oh yeah, sorry, another ban. Hogger will be banned. My prediction will be Madness banning it. They banned last time and first pick is for the Kebaps.
Okay, so we have Hogger, Whiteman, Mephisto, and one more. I think it might be Johanna, but I'm not sure if they value it that highly as me.
You're perhaps the only Johanna enjoyer that plays this game. That's a tank player, that is, at least. I think damage dealers quite enjoy seeing it on their team. Not had any more communication about the delays here.
Maybe they're listening to us,
They're waiting for our draft strats.
trying to.
I think they should pick Artanis and Butcher. And what else is good?
On this map I like Diva a lot. I don't think it's even
Diva?
Yes.
Do you think it's like, as in Diva's not bad, or do you think Diva's good?
It is not bad and sometimes good. Is that a good?
Well, that's what I mean, because I think normally I would say Diva's a pretty rubbish hero unless you just want to not die on the double soak.
Ready. It looks like we have a game.
Should be, just hoping that no one else has gone to toilet, but we are indeed into draft number 3 now. Let's see how accurate things are. Starting off with Kebaps.
Mephisto.
They've been second banning Mephisto, which is a bit weird to me, but maybe this time it'll be a first ban. Surely, but actually, do you think they could first pick it? No. There you go, Mephisto banned.
1 out of 1.
We didn't predict the 4th ban, didn't we? We only did the 2 for
Yes.
Madness. What do you think then?
Well, the 4th I thought to Johanna, but
Oh, you said
I don't
yes,
think
Johanna.
they will ban it. I don't think it will happen. Oh, are they trying to
Tychus.
play Diablo on Madness? Genji ban. I would not have predicted that one.
We
Okay.
did see last map there was a Genji ban as well by Kebaps, so the Tychus ban is still very interesting to me. What do you think this means?
It means Diablo or Leoric probably, right?
Val as well, so everything's available.
I think Hogger first pick will be...
Could be Hogger, not banned this time. Could be Junkrat again.
I like Hogger as first pick, I think.
A hero is quite ridiculous sometimes.
The Haka instead. Okay. I don't think not prepared is a Hogger player. I think
I can't remember either. Let me have a look quickly, but that sounds correct.
the Rednecks are calling the bluff, I think. And
Yeah, they have 2 Hogger bans and never played it. There's Blaze, so Hogger not going to be taken by either team, and the Haka's another quite high tier offlaner on this map.
if there is a map for a double bruiser, I think it is this one, right?
Definitely, yes. So many team fights around the points and small areas, good flanking as well.
White man.
Looks a lot like game number 1 at the moment. Darkov gets the 1 trick, I suppose, so just gonna play a white man again. And there will also be Hanzo locked in, this time by Apex. Played Junkrat the last 2 games.
Diablo ban. We thought that Magnus will be picking Diablo. And
So the Tyker's pick just gets... Tyker's bang gets more and more interesting to me. This hammer pick has stayed all 3 games, just not interested in playing against it. I can understand.
What are the options here? They need the DPS. I think Sylvanas and Johanna maybe. Or
That sounds quite likely.
Nope, they're going aggressive into white main this time. Ah, this is the Tyker's ban, right? The Deathwing.
Is Deathwing
That's
the
what I'm
answer to
thinking.
white main, maybe? What do you think of that?
I don't think so.
What? Okay, why is
the-
it Deathwing then?
I think the damage is way too slow to... Well, I think they like it on the map, perhaps, but look at how many heroes are left that can make it hard for him to be on the shrine.
The only thing I will say is when you play for heavy bruise style, it's good for Blaze on the other team. Can get really nice stuns and then use the trait and do big damage. Yeah, they are planning for this on the start, I suppose, if they first ban Tychus and then take the Deathwing. There's Grey Main as well. What do you think of this? There's a few funky things going on here.
I think Rednecks are winning, but let's dissect it a bit more. So, what is a noob going to do in this game? I guess he will try to cocoon the white main, right?
That makes sense.
That's the idea. And then Deathwing may be flying on top of everything. It makes sense in a way, right? But I think there's so much damage from Leoric Imperius on the Deathwing that he won't be able to do much. Or at least he has to stay in range for him, right?
It's funny, isn't it? I want to agree with you, but there's also the off chance that they can just kill white main and then they do have nice stuns on the Imperius, so we'll see what happens. Game number 3 for all the marbles. On the blue team, it is a madness. Raztag going into the air as Deathwing. Vita's playing a Nubek. Protoss flank playing Grey Main. Not prepared, will be blazing. Shinato's maybe still not here, but is Rhaegar nonetheless. There we go. Right hand side, Apex playing Hanzo. Darkov playing White Main. Bjorn playing Leoric. Wellcorn playing the Haka. And Vigi will be Imperius.
Very interested to see how the red team manages the laning with Leoric the Haka. I think they have very strong wave control everywhere, basically.
Another nice prediction for level 1 there. Ready to match top lane and the Haka sitting in the bottom.
We have not Redemption Hanzo this game, it is the W build. Will he be Giant Slayer against the Deathwing maybe on 16, or is there some other idea?
It could be quite strong. Shinato taking a lot of tower shots there. Going to need to heal up slowly is the Rhaegar. Leoric in middle, not prepared. Gonna deal with the Haka now. This is quite standard play, you see. Going to start bottom and then burrow up, but it means you can't collapse on this bottom camp. I suppose though, with the damage done to Shinato, they kinda get for free anyway.
Looks like we won't be seeing anything out of the ordinary, and no invade from the Haka team.
Barrowed up to top, so can't really
Just
invade.
Yes, just a small advantage for red team because they got the neutral camp on bot.
Now, the Haka walking up top doesn't have Barrow available. We could maybe see an invade here. Is Wolcorn going to come back and defend it?
Well,
Blaze not finding the stun there. Valsaica taking damage. Stunned by Imperius. It's now there from the Deathwing rather doing a lot of damage. Vigi getting low. Welcome not going to connect to that Drag. Imperius could be going down here. Shinato needs one more headspace, able to find an Apex jumping away too. Everyone lives somehow.
What a chaotic fight this was. At the start we saw already some of the problems that Deathwing will face, right? Leoric W on him, Imperial's auto attacks, and he has to just run from that.
Damage onto the bottom wall afterwards as Apex needed to recall. Neither team yet start up the camp. We do see Protoss Flank making a move for now. Getting the siege camp actually out of Kebaps. No one started the Bruiser camp yet, so they might not be taking it at all.
Looks like they will prioritize being on time for the shrine. Deathwing. This level 1 from Deathwing is really nice against the damage.
I didn't even notice there's a half level lead as well for the side of Madness. Now Wellcorn alone up on the top side, going to not get hit by Belly Charge, but Pale was there. Darkov trying to heal, and my god, can this white man heal? Uses the fanatical power for that spell power, but you see now the benefit of this Bruiser camp, able to just push the top lane of the side of Madness. The Harker taking a lot of damage and actually going to be killed there by Rhaegar. Here comes Vigi, spear onto Greymane, but not really doing much. Imperius might have been going down as well as they're trying to go for some more plays here. Punisher's already taken, so they're out of time.
I really like the adjustment from Madness after the first game, that they're just avoiding the fights like on objectives and split push on this lane, split push on the other lane, and the Kebaps they don't seem to have an answer for this.
Yep. Punisher didn't really do much. He's now looking for white main. Fly in from Razhag, and there's surely a kill onto the white main. How much more can we get for Lior getting out of there? Vigi doesn't have an escape flow, so it's 2 kills for Madness, and they're very much in control of game number 3 at the moment. And
Nice
Lior,
flank place.
no, just dead. They have enough stuns actually between Anubrak and Blaze to get whatever kills they want. Now it's just moving on to the mid fort, and it's good that they're keeping up this pressure here. It's just got to go down, I think, and Anubrak can keep spawning beetles. They still don't have their members. Spear on 2, interrupted though by Vitas. There's the stuns as well from everyone actually. Going in for more kills, they want to get another white main, but not able to. Protoss Flank, maybe a double disengage available. Vigi taking damage as well. Goes in with the spear, but it's a huge stun by Razhag there. There's Vitas as well, Boa Charge. Everyone lives though despite all the stuns.
They jumped in straight on white man with the double talk Rhaegar and Greyman, but it is just not enough if you don't have a CC. She just out heals 1v2.
Would you see Novak hitting the bottom fort? It's 2-level lead for Madness already, so such a strong position for them. Bottom fort goes down. Objective is thankfully in the top lane, so they might be able to contest it if they can somehow reach level 10. But once you get behind with a triple melee strategy, you can't really do much. You don't have the D-push. And there's not really a kill target on the side of Madness. Everyone is melee.
I think at this stage of the game, Hanzo doesn't do enough damage to really stop.
Lior just goes down again.
Yeah, I think the Madness draft, they can do whatever they want at this point in the game, right? Jump in. They're not under any threat of return damage.
I mean, if the way things are going, we're not going to reach the level 16 talent for Apex. We're not going to reach the point that the side of Redneck Kebaps are able to get these team fights they want.
Leoric also, I think Leoric 13 will be an important point. for red team to maybe reduce some of the damage and survive.
They do
But
now have their level 10s do the Kebaps, so ready to take what could be their last fight if things go poorly. Imperius just dying. Angelic Artemis is there, but it's no time for Whitemane to survive. Cocoon on the Hucker who's looking for a fight. Now Bjorn, can you find a good entomb here? Greymane, gotta be slow, gotta be in it. Ancestral Healing is there as well as the Purge Isolation on top of Greymane. They can't get the kill though. Blaze stunned to try and turn things around. Imperius will go down. Whitemane not quite in time. Prospank living on about 50 health, and how much more can we get here? Not prepared. Look for this next stun from the Blaze. Not gonna find anything. Here comes Deathwing as well. Greymane having to leave though, so it is still a 4v4. That's like kind of fighting everyone on his own. There's going to be the fear, but taking a lot of damages for Deathwing might be overplaying a little bit. Turning now onto Leorc, gets away with the Wraithwalk.
we saw Hanzo use the ultimate before the Entomb, and I think that was the reason that the fight didn't go their way. There was a good Entomb, but the Hanzo ult was already used, so they didn't really have the damage to finish off the Greymane. And now we see if they will be able to def. I think the fort will fall.
I mean, they've already given up on the fort. It's still a 2-level lead to Madness. The question is how much more will they get? Can they get a keep with this? The Harker on defense on the keeps is pretty useless hero, to be honest, so I think there's a chance.
Yeah, he has to flank, I think, and try to win the fight for them. But
Blaze isn't there, so it looks like they don't want to go for doing Madness. They don't want to risk a mistake, which I do understand. Now, Wellcorn are trying to find something, but just going to get impaled and everyone will escape. It's almost a 3-level lead now for Madness. It's not getting any better.
3 levels and 3 forts. It's the Holy Trinity lead, but
Are they going to look for this fight? They don't want to fight without 13s, but they don't want to fight with the 16s either, so they're in a very difficult spot. Cocoon is going to be used. Now looking for the play. That's going to go on down, and the front liners are split from the team. There's the bunker. Leoric going to try and get away. No one taking damage because of that bunker. Now, can they find anything? Well caught the target. Going to be stunned by Blaze and taken down. Raztag down to the last plate, but surviving. Vigi looks like the next target. Going to dodge away from that bow charge, actually. Where's the Impale? There it is. Imperius going to go down. Whitemane purged, slowed. Going to be killed as well. That's 3 kills for Madness.
I really like the leap into Hanzo Arrow, but this Entomb into Dragon Strike is not really working out for them.
They can just get in the bunker, and they might just get the call as well. It's 4-level lead for them. Respawns aren't in just yet as Apex taking damage. Prospank nearly finding the kill on his own. Shield is down. Respawns are coming in though. Fly from Razhak. How much can they do here on the defense? The Kebaps 10,000 on the core. Hanzo goes down. Prospank just hitting that one. Camp there as well, and everyone's just going to be stunned to death. In a very quick manner, making up for the delayed start, Madness will take game number 3.
11-minute win for Madness in the third game. Very unexpected after how the other games developed. And they win the series 2-1.
Yeah, and we do see that we didn't get much team fighting from the side of the Kebaps. They were just behind the whole game, really. And Nubak and Blaze and Deathwing were enough control for them to get kills on whoever Madness wanted to. And in the end, they pick an early game team comp, and my god, do they snowball with it.
It was really hard for a noob to be threatened by anyone in the 4-man that the Kebaps were playing, right? He doesn't really care about the Hanzo or the Leoric damage, and I don't know, they just ran them over in every fight.
Yeah, and
Stun into stun, and everyone focused the same target, and it was over pretty quickly every fight.
if having seen the game, if things were a bit slower and we didn't see such an early game advantage, do you think Kebaps could have won, or do you think they would still lose in a similar fashion?
I think they had a chance if it was an objective fight, right? And especially like at the later levels with, let's say we reached level 20 somehow. They have very strong level 20 Leoric Tomb, the Hakaizo, and Imperius also has some good talents in the later tiers. And obviously White Man with the Unstop, maybe he can dodge the Cocoon or the Blaze Stun with good reaction time, and that already negates the whole engage from Madness basically.
But nonetheless, it was indeed an 11-minute game, and Madness getting that game 3 win. What do you think of the series overall then?
Well, in the first game we saw what happened in the team fight versus team fight, playstyle, right? And Madness adjusted heavily. They went into macro, they went into split push, and it seems like the Rednecks are not really prepared for that playstyle. If you have only White Main as your hero choice, you cannot really react well to split push. White Main always needs protectors with her. She cannot move fast to the action. I think if the Rednecks adjusted a bit with some maybe Brightwing or Lucio, some mobility picks that can answer some even stronger side laners that can deep push 1v1 or 1v2, uh, they might have survived like in the Altera game and in this game. But the way the drafts were, they just didn't have answers for this playstyle.
Indeed, and it will be Madness getting the win. Well done to them. That will do it for us tonight.